Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Lucifer Season 5, Episode 16, and Dan is dead. Last episode I talked about how I felt like that if he is gonna go, that should stick, I think. I almost don't want them to go back on it, but the episode was called, is it really going to end this way, Which makes me think, well, is it? There's celestial powers and everything. There's obviously the chance that we bring him back to life. I mean, hell, God blew him into pieces and then just brought him back, So I believe that there is that chance, but his send-off was they put so much time into it. It was so beautiful and everything. Obviously I don't want Dan to be gone, but I don't want them to undermine what they did for half that episode, but yeah, this is the finale of the season, so I imagine we have a confrontation with Michael. He has Azrael's blade seemingly finished now that he has the necklace that was on Caleb and everything, so I'm curious where we go, how does it end, So let's get started, shall we? And find out. Alright, guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. A bus in the desert. Transporting prisoners, eh? Look at that guy. With the face tattoos. Jeez. Oh boy. How did you do the other one so quickly? Now he's gonna get jumped. Choked by the handcuff chains. Yep, there it is. Oh, the driver is gonna get... Yup. Well, that couldn't have went any better for them. This is how we're starting, Lucifer? With prisoners escaping? Oh my god. Well, prisoners dying? Why is the bus 667 or 766? 766. Not 666? Oh wait, no, it's 796, I think. Not even 769, so we could have a little 69 in there. Oh man. The mat under my... I have this big plastic mat and it always slides, and it's at the point where it slid a little too far forward, so now my back wheel is going off the mat, and it's a really awkward position. Should have fixed it before I started recording. Oh, Michael. Very tame music for For Lux, I feel like. Yeah, I'm sure he wants. Not like he ran away from that job. Okay, he's got more. Oh, don't even joke about that. Hmm. What an asshole. He's saying that her guilt is gonna bring her down there. Oh shit. Damn. I mean, we kind of knew it was like indirectly his fault, but now we know it's like more directly his fault, right? Like he hired the mercenaries and Dan died by their hand, so that's how it was like indirectly his fault, but we didn't know that Michael told him to kill him. That's the isn't that the episode title? Chance at a happy ending. We got the episode title in the first 10 minutes. What do we do now? It's over. Just kidding. Oh, look at all the Trixie stuff on the wall. Oh. As she sees something to crybaby bullshit. Maze doesn't like feeling feelings. Beat people up with me while no. Surprised Maze is getting so emotional over this. I mean, she did have like a little bit more with Dan. I mean, obviously not more than like a Menadil, but I guess she is still like learning about these emotions and everything that she has too. So I think that's what's making them maybe a little bit overzealous. It's beautiful. Oh, Maze. A meta deal. She gonna take a life lesson and go back to Eve, maybe? Realize that, she's missing out. Interesting having such a long shot of just Lucifer's back. I don't know. I felt like that angle was a while. To heal or to stop all the pain in the world. Wasn't he talking about doing that? It's easier said than done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. She didn't need to know this. Oh, fuck. Who's here? Oh, Remiel? Oh, shit! What is going on? There wasn't supposed to be bloodshed! I think no. I think she. Yeah. Hmm. Can he not activate it? It took like a lot of. Hmm. And get Ella to look at whatever's on the feather. Oh God. Is it okay that Ella sees an angel feather? She'll be able to. I mean, she might know that it's not from any creature on Earth, kind of thing. Unless they get the dust off it and just bring the dust in. That's right, because TJ still had the piece last we knew of, right? Uh, yeah, I don't know. Seeing everyone grieve makes me hope he doesn't come back even more, you know? Because once again, all this time spending of them grieving, I guess that could just make it that much better if he comes back, but. Hmm. You're closer than you think. Is this when Lucifer and them are gonna come in? Is that the sign? At least she saw it that way. Yeast. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Definitely not gonna guess angels. Oh my god. He can't lie. Like an angry bird. Oh my god, how did she hear that? How much did she hear then? I mean, I guess I didn't say too much right there, right? Oh, well, there's Eve. Seems like she's doing okay after her injury. Steve. Guess Steve's not coming. Well, that's not the way to phrase that. Okay, I guess she gets it. Yeah, yeah, okay, she did kind of get it. I guess she understands Maze enough. Just until the age is showing. Then we're done. I don't want to see you old. I'm just kidding. That was sweet. Well, I think some angels found him. Jeez, strength. Uh-oh. Is that Lucifer pretending to be Michael? Did Ella do the makeup on his face? Damn. Shit! He did not even hesitate. Jesus. I don't know if she agrees with that. Oh shit. I mean, that's not gonna do anything, but... Get you to turn around. He must have grabbed her. He still has the... Interesting. Well, he got the point across to the other two angels. Maybe that'll start turning people against Michael. If word gets out, you know? Uh-oh. That's a different kind of falling, I feel like, but... Linda. The momfluencers. Uh-oh. Did you hear about Remio? I'm guessing that's what he heard about, right? Yeah, okay. That's why he's here. Wasn't, with the blade, so she... What happens to an angel that dies without the blade? Does that just mean their soul is in heaven, but they're not, like, an angel in heaven anymore? No, I think you convinced those two angels. Yeah, I don't think it was bad what Lucifer did. He showed who Michael really is. Oh, is she gonna get the ring? Maybe not. I guess Lucifer has the ring now, right? Probably good that she has some kind of weapon to defend herself. Contact the US government? Oh, demons! Oh, shit! That's why he said maze, right? I cannot get comfortable in my seat right now. Alright. I'm assuming they're talking about demons, right? That's why he said, like... Right, Maze? Wow, why does this feel like the end of an episode? Okay. Felt like we were about to go into the credits. Obviously, it's way too early for that, but there's just a really long black screen. Coliseum. Hmm. They're gonna come in. They're gonna have like a perfect entrance when they're needed. Look at that outfit. He doesn't lie. And he's gonna. Yep, I knew it. Is winter coming or something? Nice. Come on. Come on. Just takes one to start, and then some others might change. Okay. Let's hear it. See, I think, yeah. The one most against Lucifer. Damn. Come on, the two that saw Michael just ruthlessly kill someone and learn they killed Remiel. Yep. Only takes a few to start all the people. And then they flock. She wants her date with Top Chef Champion. Or whatever it was. I thought it was gonna be a whole thing too. They're expecting something big to happen. Because I was. Or not. Is he thinking he's supposed to get the power or something? Self-actualization? Kill the ones that aren't. That is. Well, she flipped back real easy. I genuinely thought they were gonna start like flooding to Lucifer's side, and then he was gonna get desperate. What? Are they distracting? Are they trying to create a distraction? Zad kill. Just going with it. What is going on? It's gotta be. They're trying to buy time for the demon army. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright. Oh well, there's the prisoners. Okay. I honestly forgot all about the prisoner stuff in the beginning of the episode. I just completely spaced it. Okay, so they all went off that cliff and died. And they possessed the bodies. Oh shit. We usually don't see them flying. Like, usually we see them pull their wings out, and then it like cuts away and we hear flapping. Melt the blades down into bullets. Oh shit! Yes! Shit. Ooh. I think they set up the idea. They set up the idea of of saving a single soul, you know? I feel like Lucifer might win this and spare his life. Come on, Lucy. Oh, badass throw. Oh shit! Take to the sky. Oh really? That's pretty crazy. Right where they want him, huh? Yeah, we don't see them fly very much, so they're going all out for this episode, huh? It's not bad, like... Oh shit, the staff! It's pointy now! What? just take the pin out and run? That was kind of funny. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Asriel. Oh, no. She's here for Chloe. What? That's why Asriel's here, because she knows someone's gonna die. Well, I know there's another season. Try to get rid of the guilt. I don't know. The thing is, I know there's another season. So, like, they're not gonna do a whole season without Chloe, right? So, like, it's hard for me to believe that this is final. But we'll see. Maybe it is. That'd be crazy. I mean, the cast without Chloe is still pretty strong. What an asshole. Is he gonna try to go up to heaven? Shit. Well, shit. Frickin', I just realized Eve has a goddamn shotgun. Oh, shit. Oh, is this Chloe's heaven? Who's she with? Is it her dad? Is that the same actor that played her dad when we saw him before? Did he make it? He does not look well. What? Why? Hmm. So he... Do we remember him making it out of his hell loop? But I guess he made it out of his hell loop? Yeah. Really? Hmm. Who would have thought that this was such a recurring character that would keep coming back? I wonder if she'll remember seeing her dad. This episode is crazy. She's gonna have to leave her dad. Yeah. So, I think the random episode we saw in like the alternate universe where her dad was still alive, the dad was older, so it was a different actor, I think. I could be wrong. But now they're using the actor that died essentially all those years ago because he went to heaven at the age that he died at. So I guess that kind of makes sense if I'm thinking about that right. He's gonna... You can put the ring in heaven? He said it! He said the words! Is she gonna magically have the ring now? I don't know how all this works. She does! Wow, he never took the pin out of her hand? I guess maybe he didn't have as much of a need. Jeez. Oh my god! That guy just got his head cut off! She's just shotgunning angels. I mean, I'm sure it's not doing anything unless she has super bullets too. I have no idea how this is gonna end. So does she still have the wound? I guess she has the ring, right? Oh, she has the strength! She has the pin! Yeah! I forgot! It gives strength! We just saw that with TJ. Oh shit! we get to see super powered Chloe. Jeez. Oh shit! What? How? I don't know what's going on anymore. Does he have god powers? How are you alive? Everyone just stops fighting. I don't think Lucifer's gonna do it. Cut his wings off. Damn. Hmm. Oh shit. So if it ends up being unanimous, does that make him God? Nice background. Oh my me. What? And that's how they end it? Really? Damn. Well, shit. Alright guys, that is it for Season 5 is over. Damn. I'm curious. I'm not gonna look at too much. 10 episodes in Season 6 is all I wanted to see. Going back to Season 5, I don't want to see any episode names. I don't want to see any of that. So, interesting. Huh. That was a wild episode. Like, there's a lot I don't fully understand, you know? Like, I guess there's not too much I don't understand, but obviously we're dealing with celestial, like, magic. Like, I guess you could just chop it up to magic how Chloe, they put the ring on her, because I imagine it's her soul in heaven, right? Her body was still dead on Earth, right? But he put the ring on her soul, and then she jumped back to her, like the soul went back to her body, but then somehow the physical ring was on her finger. Like, how? I don't know. I don't know how that works, you know? It's like, but I mean, I guess maybe you're just supposed to chalk it up to, hey, this is, you know, magic. You're not supposed to know how, kind of thing. Or it doesn't matter how, kind of thing. But, how Lucifer lived, like, Lucifer was like, I'm not sure, and then he looked over and saw, like, all the people, so, like, was, in the back of their mind, was there, like, enough, because it didn't seem like they were all supporting Lucifer, you know, but in that moment they ended up supporting him. I believe that, they all bent the knee and stuff like that. But like, I don't think as he was dying up in heaven he did. So like, I feel like they leave it up to a lot of interpretation. Like, did God like lift his banishment last second? Did somehow the angels change their mind and he ended up like living? Was it self-actualization kind of stuff, Like, I'm I'm okay with leaving some things up to the imagination, but that's kind of like, I feel like they kind of left us like high and dry a little bit. Like, I liked the finale and everything. It was a good finale, but like, I don't know. I mean, we have another season. Maybe we'll learn more. I also don't know what this means. Like, Lucifer didn't display any, like, godlike abilities yet. So, like, are they all, like, did it have to be unanimous? And is it unanimous now? Did they, also, it's crazy to me that this is all the angels, too. Like, um, I thought there'd be like thousands of them in total, and we only see like a few of them. But if this is all that came out for the vote, there's not many angels in this universe, I guess. But but yeah, like, does it have to be unanimous for the person to get the god powers? Does that mean that Lucifer has the god powers now? I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out. But but yeah, I guess starting from the beginning of the episode, we found out that Michael explicitly told the people he hired to kill Dan. Like, as soon as he heard that Dan was captured, he took the opportunity and be like, "Hey, kill him." So before, like I said, I mentioned it during the reaction, we knew that Michael was kind of indirectly involved because it was one of those things where Michael was the one that hired the mercenaries, but then the mercenaries just happened to. I don't remember. I think it was Mercenaries was like the name they used for like their group or whatever. But but yeah, Michael hired them, and then they just happened to get Dan. And then, like, or at least what I thought was, I thought that things just like went south, and they just killed Dan, just cause he was escaping, kind of thing. But no, I guess Michael like actually told them to kill Dan. So that makes it a lot more of Michael's fault than originally thought. But it was kind of sad seeing Maze so sad. Obviously, next to Lucifer, Dan might have been like, well, I don't know, because she kind of had a thing. Maze kind of had a thing with like a lot of different people. Like, she had a little fling with Amenadiel at one point too, but she did have a little thing with Dan about like going out and fighting, and like said like she'd do it again with him and stuff like that. Like, I don't think there was any kind of like romantic stuff there, but you could see like a little bit of like a reluctant friendship almost going on there. So, and I don't even think it entirely has to do with Dan's death. I think Maze has just been slowly becoming more and more in tune with her emotions since the very, for the like basically the whole season, she's been getting more in touch from being this like emotionless, or not emotionless, but not as emotional of a demon, into someone who seems to have a soul now, and is feeling all these things more heavily than she used to. Because I do believe that even since season 1 she had feelings. She would get upset by things, and in order to get upset you need to have some sort of feelings, and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think they're hitting her even more heavily now, and she hasn't really had too much to be sad about all these seasons. Obviously she was sad about losing Eve, but the first time was rejection, which is, she was a little more, she was sad and angry, and I felt like that wasn't as like extreme of emotions. But then but then she was sad about having to walk away from Eve because Eve wouldn't take the immortality ring, but that was her choice, you know. So I think that like eased the pain a little bit. So I think like I'm trying to think back to the different points in Maze's life that we've seen since she came to Earth that where like she'd be this sad over something, you know. And I can't really think of too much, but yeah, Remiel ended up dying. Like I said during the reaction, I don't know what happens when an angel dies because obviously the blade obliterates them from existence, right? But if they die normally, do they? I think they just become a soul in heaven. Like Remiel might just have a spot in heaven unless she has some kind of guilt and she went to hell, you know. But yeah, which is interesting. But I guess like going back to Maze, I guess I should probably just talk about. There's only one more thing, but they ended up getting together seemingly. So she pretended to be the Steve guy, probably on some dating app or something, and I just realized that Steve was gonna go out with Eve. The names are kind of similar. I wonder if she like did that on purpose or whatnot. But I didn't really like think of Steve Eve, you know. Like I don't. It's kind of funny, but but yeah. But yeah, they seem to be, you know, she seemed to take her back, which I'm glad they didn't make a bigger stink about that, especially in the finale, because, you know, that's not really what we're here to see. Like, I'm all for May's stuff, you know, like, her storylines haven't been my favorite, and I don't always agree with the way they're written. I still like Maze's character, I just feel like she gets kind of screwed over with some of the stories that she's given, where, like, I feel like they're just trying to create drama, so they make up, like, a way to make Eve create, no, not Eve, Maze create drama kind of thing, you know? I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just kind of how it's felt for me. But I'm glad, because basically what I was saying is, I think they could have had Eve be upset and be like, oh, now you want me back, now you're okay with me, you rejected me, and, you know, I was finally getting over that, and, you know, now you just want me to take you back so easily. I could have seen a world where they did that, and they, like, stretched that drama out longer, but I'm glad they just made it, like, quick, concise. Eve's just fine with it, you know? And it doesn't feel like it really breaks Eve's character, because Eve's character has always been kind of, like, back and forth and morally gray and stuff like that, so I feel like it's not unreasonable for her to be, like, rejected, but then just jump right back in their arms. I mean, look at how she acted when she was, like, deeply in love with Lucifer, you know? But yeah. Michael that moment with Michael straight up. See, I thought it was gonna, I'm also a little disappointed that they, like, I guess it would have, I don't know. I don't think that would have been a bad kind of predictable, but when Michael killed TJ, and you saw, like, the look on the angels' faces, I thought that was going to be the moment where some of the angels started, like, spreading rumors about, like, Michael killing them. They learned that Michael killed Remiel, you know, and then when the voting came, I thought, you know, it might have been Zadkiel, because we saw the look on Zadkiel's face was kind of similar, and he went. The other girl did eventually. I thought the other guy was gonna as well, but I don't think he ever did switch sides. And then I thought, like, kind of like what Lucifer said, I thought something was happening, you know? Where, like, I thought all of them were gonna start, like, flocking over to Lucifer's side, and then out of, like, pettiness, Michael was gonna lash out with Azrael's blade. But that didn't happen. And they even addressed, they're like, oh, you think this is what's gonna happen? Nope. But yeah, the fight was pretty cool, I gotta say. I've never, like, watched Lucifer for the fighting scenes, you know? And I'm sure it's not, I mean, obviously it's not like a, you know, it's not the most incredible fight I've ever seen, but they put in the effort to have the actors at least appear to be flying, you know? and it's gotta be, and I say actors loosely because I feel like it's even more impressive that they pulled it off decently, while having Tom Ellis being both people, Obviously, they do stunt doubles and, different stuff. There might have been some CG in there and stuff like that where it wasn't even, like, people, but I'm not good with editing stuff in that regard, so I don't know exactly what they did to pull that off, but I thought it looked decent, for me anyway, as a casual viewer. I'm sure someone that might know more about video editing and stuff like that might be able to be like, oh yes, they did this and that to pull this off, and I was able to see the wow, why can't I think of it now? Like the body doubles kind of stuff. I was able to. I'm trying to think of no. The word isn't body doubles that I was looking for, but I can't think of what the term is for the people that replace the actors sometimes. I don't know why I can't think of it right now, but either way, as a casual viewer, I was okay with what I saw. It felt like they put more work into it than what they normally do, because obviously it's a finale, so they want to, they can flex their budget a little bit on the episode, and they had the actors like flying in there. Obviously at some points it did look like they were on like wires and stuff like that. It didn't look like they were as floaty as one you would think one would be when they're flying. They were just kind of like whoop, but what can you do? So but I enjoyed it. I like how, obviously I said it during the reaction as well, but the prisoner stuff, I completely forgot about the prisoner bus. Like, once we got into the episode, I just erased that from my memory because it just didn't go anywhere, and I was like, what? Like, I didn't even stop to think to myself, like, what was that bus stuff about, and when's it gonna come back? Like, sometimes I'm surprised at myself for how easily I was able to just, like, delete that from my mind so quickly. And then when they showed up, it was like, oh, that's right. The demon, if they are going to get a demon army, the demons are going to need bodies. They're just going to use the corpses of these prisoners, that, I imagine most of them died going over that cliff, or were in the process of dying, kind of thing. But yeah. I guess they do have to be, like, dead bodies, right? I think. I'm pretty sure for the demon to possess them, so they probably did die. Interesting, though, that they didn't possess either the, I guess, I don't want to say police officers, because I don't think they're police officers, but the officers, whatever they're called, I don't know what their title is, but that drive the prisoners, the guards or whatever, but I'm surprised that they didn't get possessed by demons. Maybe I wonder if the show thought it'd be in, like, poor taste or whatnot, but at least I don't think they did. I didn't see them. I didn't notice them at all, but unless that's telling us that they didn't die, or there just wasn't enough demons and they decided to, let's abuse the prisoner's body because they deserve it, whereas, the guards are, innocent in all this, so let's not defile their corpses, kind of thing. Could be something like that as well but I don't know if Maze really cares about that distinction, but whatever. The idea, or I also like melting the blade into bullets. I mean, very minor spoilers real quick here for Supernatural, but like reminds me of when they melt down the angel blades, to make bullets in Supernatural. It's always like, it's one of those things where, like, hey, well, if you have this blade that is able to kill him, like, are you able to turn it into bullets? That's, like, a really cool idea that I never thought this show would delve into, because I never thought that, like, the combat against Celestials would matter enough to, like, really have to think outside the box like that and create bullets. And I guess that's what, like, that makes more sense with the scene earlier where Maze gave her the knife and then was like, she's like, I don't know how to use this, and she's like, yeah, I thought of that. And I was like, did you? Because you just gave her the blade and then didn't do anything, but it was just prepping us for the bullets that they did later, so that makes a lot more sense for that scene. But yeah. Mr. Set Out Bitch being this returning character is kind of funny. We've seen him pretty much every season almost, right? Maybe every season. But it was like we had him, what was that? I guess season 1, it was when he was doing the bank robbery, right? Was he in season 1? Because when he was doing the bank robbery, wasn't it when they were looking for his mom? Like the body his mom jumped into, which would have been early season 2, wouldn't it? I think. So maybe his first appearance was season 2, when they were looking for the body that their mom might have jumped into. And then season 3, we saw him when Lucifer got like dropped off in the desert, right? And he was driving like the money truck or whatever that Lucifer ended up like standing in front of and getting in and whatnot. And then season 4, was season 4 his hell loop? Right? Maybe? And then now we have him season 5 in heaven. So I wonder if he'll make one more appearance in season 6. That'd be pretty cool. I might have got some of those seasons wrong. I can't exactly remember where his hell loop part was. I'm trying to remember. He went to hell to solve one of the murders, right? It was like one of the dual cases, right? Where like some of the people were there in real life, and then some of the people were there in the same areas in hell. And I'm trying to remember what the investigation entailed. I think that might have been season 4, because I think Eve might have been a part of that investigation. Either way, yeah, he showed up in most of the seasons, except for maybe season 1. I can't remember if he was in season 1 at all, but yeah, it's funny that they just have this recurring character, and so if we're to take what Lucifer said, this is the first instance that Lucifer has ever experienced of someone making it out of hell. So is it just that he's not aware that people are capable of doing this? Or does he know that every single soul that's ever gone to hell ever, 100% has never escaped, except for Mr. Set Out Bitch, is the first one to ever do it in the history of, creation. I don't know if that's what Lucifer is trying to say, because Lucifer wasn't aware that he escaped. It's not like he was like, oh, I was wondering where you went. Lucifer didn't know that Mr. Set Out Bitch, escaped his hell loop and went to heaven, so it wasn't like a big deal with alarms going off or whatever. But so maybe other souls have done it too, and Lucifer is just not aware of them either, kind of thing. I don't know, but I guess it's a pretty big deal to get over your guilt. See, I obviously thought it was probably a big deal to get over the guilt. Obviously you're in hell, it's a big deal, but when they made the idea of your hell loop being because of your guilt, obviously my first thought was, well, if after 5 million loops you finally can get over your guilt, maybe you can escape it, kind of thing. But maybe it's one of those things where, because maybe people just don't realize, I don't know that people really realize that they're in a hell loop, they fully believe that what they're experiencing is real. It's part of the thing, so they don't know that there's anything to get over. And the reason why Mr. Set Out Bitch was able to is because Lucifer gave him that nudge and helped him. So I definitely think there's a very real possibility that next season we go and see Dan in his hell loop, and Lucifer convinces him, or tries to help him through his guilt and everything, and Dan gets to go to heaven, kind of thing. Which after everything that's happened last episode and this episode of Dan's death, the funeral, seeing how it affected the ones around him and everything, I hope Lucifer doesn't just have god powers and just brings him back, kind of thing, because I feel like that, as I said a few times already, I feel like that would kind of kill all the emotional impact that we had of all these characters like grieving over him and in his loss last episode and all of that. But I think it would be really cool if we go down to hell and, you know, try to save him from eternal damnation, you know. But but yeah. Anyway, season 5 was a pretty good season. I think I liked it more than season 4. I wasn't the biggest fan of Eve. Honestly, like with her clinginess to Lucifer, I mean obviously it's like that thing where like most guys fear you know, that like super clingy, over-attached girlfriend kind of thing. Obviously I'm not gonna say all guys because I'm sure there's some that like that kind of thing, you know, but I think like that aspect just like triggered me a little bit where like I felt like she needed to have like her own character outside of just her love for Lucifer, and I felt like there was nothing there. She was oblivious to everything like that wasn't Lucifer, you know. And that bugged me a little bit. I wanted to get to know her character, and I felt like I never got a chance to really, because all it was Lucifer this, how can I get Lucifer to love me? Like anytime anyone ever said something about her, she's like, you know, it's like she just then translates that to be like, oh, but then why doesn't Lucifer feel that way? Or, you know, so like it just, I wasn't the biggest fan of her character. And then towards the end when she went to go like be independent and everything, I was like, okay, cool, that's great. And then she came back and I like her a lot better when she came back and all that. But you know, the Father Kinley stuff last season was interesting with, you know, Chloe finding out and the idea that this father wants to get rid of the devil, and you know, but he was only there for like a few episodes and I thought it was going to be a bigger thing, and then he just kind of like went away for a while and then he came back, and also I felt like the prophecy I felt like was going to be like a big deal, and it like didn't end up like really being as big as I thought it was gonna be, you know? I thought it was gonna be like a big whole crazy thing, like I was getting like supernatural vibes where we were gonna have like some crazy, you know, new entity be around or something that we have to deal with or whatnot, you know? Um but all of it just kind of like blew over, and then he ended up just dying and becoming a demon, you know? And then we got to see that actor be a demon, which was pretty cool to see. I felt like it did a pretty good job with it, but yeah, and then like the whole demon stuff just like came out of nowhere in the last few episodes or whatnot. And then you know, so like it, and then the finale was just kind of like a bunch of demons. We had a fight. We rescued Charlie, and you know, and then Lucifer went back to hell, kind of thing, to make sure everyone was like subdued. So like, I don't know. I felt like season 5 had more intrigue with the idea of like, oh, who is because it like came back and Lucifer was still in hell, but we had this Lucifer on the surface. Who is it? You know, and then we learned about like the twin and everything, which I thought it was going to be something different. So like the twin wasn't as big of a, I wasn't as happy about that reveal as I feel like I could have been, you know, if it was something else. Like I was like, oh, what if it's like some kind of celestial that can like transform, you know, and that's going to be something we have to deal with, is like we're never going to know who is real and who is fake through the whole season, because this celestial is able to turn into whoever, you know. And I felt like they could have played off that really well, but they had this whole idea of, you know, Lucifer's brother and all this, and we got to meet God this season, which is, you know, always a very interesting moment in shows where they, you know, have angels and demons and stuff like that. It's the question is always, well, when are we going to see God? Who are they going to cast? You know, and stuff like that. And I felt like the actor that played God did a good job of being kind of like that indifferent, kind of like how Lucifer always said, like how God's just like an enigma and never says how he like truly feels. I felt like the actor did a really good job of portraying that and everything. The idea of him just like running off with his wife to another dimension and leaving like the kids to clean up all this mess and figure it out on their own, I guess it like definitely stands up to like the God thing of like not really intervening. So I guess it makes sense, but at the same time it just feels so irresponsible. But I mean, I guess that's kind of, I talked before, that's kind of how I feel about religion. If there is this if there is this higher power, if there was this God that created everything, why does he just neglect it and let, I mean, obviously you could say free will and stuff like that, but why does he neglect it and let so many bad things happen, kind of thing. So I guess it's just my own personal feelings of the matter as to me being like, well, why did he just leave, and leave, now one of his children is dead. Remiel died because of that, because he left and didn't, like, he could have just picked and it would have been over. I guess it could have been like another rebellion or something if God picked if God picked Lucifer and then Michael was angry about that because he didn't want it to go that way and rebelled or something, So I guess that could have happened, but I don't know. But either way, despite that, I still think I liked the way this season went, and despite my confusion with some of the stuff in this last episode, I like that Lucifer finally said I love you. I wasn't the biggest fan of his, like, I'm just like my dad, I can't say I love you, that's impossible for me to do it because he raised me, and it's like, maybe you believe that, but I don't think that it's impossible for you to love because your father didn't love you properly, kind of thing, So I don't know. I felt like he loved Chloe. I just couldn't really understand why he couldn't say it, that whole part didn't exactly resonate with me. So I'm glad that he finally was able to say it, and it was in his last moments, so will he continue to be able to say it? I hope so, but yeah. It was also hard for me to buy Chloe dying, because, like, with her being a main cast member, making it 5 seasons to have 1 season left, I couldn't imagine them doing it without her. Now, if they stuck with that and she actually died and we had the last season of, like, Lucifer, of, no Chloe for a whole season, like, I still think more shows need to do more ballsy stuff like that, because then what you could do is in the last episode you could have, like, Lucifer go up to heaven, assuming that he's able to do that now, kind of thing, like, or have it be something where Lucifer is still banned from heaven, he can't go see Chloe who's up there, and the next season is about Lucifer finding a way to lift the banishment or something, so that way he can go see him, and then we get, like, the finale of the season be, like, Dan, like, at some point during the season, we get Dan to break out of his loop and go to heaven. And then at the end of the season, we have, like, this gathering in heaven of all, like, the Celestials and stuff. I guess not everyone could be there, so it wouldn't be as good. We couldn't have, like, Linda there, and Maze might not be able to go there. I'm not sure how that works with her being a demon. Any of, like, the humans in their life and everything, unless, like, unless Lucifer had, like, god powers and was able to just make a one-time exception kind of thing. But it seems like some of the rules are hard and fast, even, like, God created them, and they can't really be bent, But maybe that's not I don't know. Who knows with, celestial powers, but I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where they could have had something like that where he lifts his banishment and he goes up and he sees Chloe, and he spends time with Chloe and her dad, and Dan is up there now, and, like, all the souls that, get together and kind of see each other one last time, and I feel like it could be, like, a really emotional reunion after having a whole season without Chloe kind of thing. But, with a serialized TV show like this, and it's more, by the books in terms of, we have to always return to the status quo kind of stuff of, solving crimes. Like, even her retirement, I feel like they're just going to go back on, because we need to return to that status quo of solving a crime every episode, you know? So I don't even know if her retirement is going to last, you know? I feel like next season we're going to be like, oh, well, I decided not to do that, you know? With all the craziness, I think I can do both, kind of thing. And then we're just going to go back to normal, you know? So it was hard. Basically what I was saying is it's hard for me to get emotionally invested in Chloe's death there, you know, because I was like, there's no way, you know, they're not gonna kill her. But I guess that could also be the meta perspective of me, like, knowing there's another season. I don't know if at this point, when this episode, you know, was released, did the people who watched it as it came out know that there was going to be a season 6. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess if you thought that maybe she does die and maybe this is the finale for the show kind of thing, you could maybe believe that death. But, you know, I had the meta perspective of knowing there's another season. It's hard to ignore that, you know. I can't just, like, lie to myself and be like, you know, she's probably dead. But anyway, yeah, overall, like the season. Definitely, like, enjoyable, funny Lucifer stuff as usual. Like, the musical stuff was really quirky and weird, but funny. I always love musical episodes, and it's always interesting when they do musical episodes in, like, shows that don't usually have any musical aspects, you know, like they did in The Flash. It's like, how do they make that happen, you know? And obviously here they have it be God that's doing it, and, you know, The Flash, it's a character that's caught, or they're like in like a dream world kind of thing of like some powered dude controlling it kind of thing. So, like, that's just the kind of stuff that's that was, like, really, it's always interesting to figure out how they explain it away kind of thing. But, or, you know, they do it in, like, The Boys. I don't want to say too much because that season just came out, but I guess by the time you guys see this on YouTube anyway, since this is a Patreon show, it'll be well past season 3 of The Boys coming out. But either way, there's a moment in The Boys where they sing a song and they don't really explain what it was, why it was there, or whatever. It just kind of happened, you know? It's just like, what? But anyway, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I think that's really all I have to talk about. I'm trying to think of, you know, obviously Dan's death is sad. He's a cool character. He was a cool character, and it really hit me as soon as we saw Trixie last episode. So that really got me going. I think, like, if I didn't read the episode title, I think I might have, I don't know, because I already knew that there's, like, celestials, there's heaven, there's hell, like, Lucifer's trying to become God. You know, we've seen Dan die at the hands of God before and get put back together, so the idea that Lucifer becoming God and putting Dan back together would have been on my mind. So I wonder if I never read the episode title of, like, is this really how it's gonna end kind of thing, I wonder if I would have got even more emotional, because maybe I would have believed it a little more. But like I just said, I knew that there was, like, celestials and everything, so, like, the concept of death isn't exactly final in this world. I think if it was, like, another show and we had a character for 5 seasons like that die like that, and we saw, like, the kid and everything, I probably would have been more of a mess than I was. But my eyes did really start to water up and everything when Trixie came out. But anyways, guys, I don't know why, but my stomach is really bugging me. I don't know if I'm, like, hungry or what, but I think I'm gonna end it here. We have another whole season to do. Obviously, I will be doing season 6, finishing up Lucifer, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you did. As I mentioned, this was a Patreon exclusive, which means that you can, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, you can see the rest of Lucifer. All of season 6 is on my Patreon right now. So check that out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.